What is going on, community? It is TJ, aka Flash by Night, and we are back here with the re-up. I am a little late because this week I have been held down with the crud. I don't know what it was. I got slowed down, didn't feel well at all this week. I just made it to my shop today, which is Saturday, which is almost blasphemous. But we're here. I have some books to share. I also have some books that I picked up in a couple of other shops in the past few weeks. I want to share from my trip to Greensboro, North Carolina. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So go ahead, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button because we are about to get duck loose on the re-up. So first up, we are going to check out the new books I got for New Comic Book Day from my shop, Quality Comics. As most of you know, I don't get huge hauls. I enjoy seeing that kind of stuff, but I only get 3, 4, 5 books max on a week. And today I have 4. So the first one up is going to be one of the channel's namesakes, which is Moon Knight issue number 3. I already gave this a read. It was a pretty fun look at Moon Knight and Mr. Knight, because I believe there's a difference between the two characters in here. I'm gonna have to go back and read, I keep saying this, I'm gonna have to go back and read the Warren Ellis run where Mr. Knight really came into play, because the personalities between him and Moon Knight seem really different, and I want to check and see if that's on purpose. But you get to see those two personalities. You get to see a little bit more of Moon Knight and Reese's relationship, as well as Moon Knight's feelings for his people of the night, his travelers of the night. We also get the first full appearance, if that's what they want to call it, of the Hunter's Moon. I kind of disagree, but you know how the whole thing goes with first appearances and cameos and such. But we get that in this book. There's a cool fight here, and they kind of talk back and forth and get to feeling each other out, and it's pretty interesting. Definitely give this a read. I think a lot of people are on Moon Knight. If you are not, Moon Knight number 1 was a great place to start, a great jumping on point. But this was a great book. Moon Knight issue number 3. Next book is the other half of the namesake of the channel. It is Flash 774. And I'm going to complain just a little bit. I'm going to go on a small, tiny rant. So, during or after Rebirth, there were complaints that, Wally wasn't being used. Wally West, that is, who is the third Flash after Barry Allen died, Crisis on Infinite Earths, all that good stuff. So Wally hasn't been used properly, and then when he was used, he was really, really abused in some people's eyes, and people have wanted Wally, A, to be the Flash, and B, for DC to put some respect on his name. Well, he is the Flash, and DC is putting respect on his name. I'd like to hear more community members talk about the Flash and check this book out. That's all. So, getting into 774, we have Wally and his daughter Irie kind of going out on their first daddy-daughter dance date, and this new character, Dr. Nightmare, is basically causing problems, and we get to see both Wally's and Irie's personalities shine. Really good issue. Not a big, action-packed explosions and speed force and all of these good Flash things we like. All of that's not packed in here, but what is packed in here is their relationship, and it is pretty cool. Next book up for New Comic Book Day is Bunny Mask issue number 4. Bunny Mask, of course, is one of my favorite indie titles right now. I believe number 4 is the last book in the first arc. I think they're taking a break and coming back sometime early next year. But Bunny Mask number 4 is basically picking up where we all left off in issue 3, which is maybe this Bunny Mask isn't terrible. Maybe the snitch, the voice in the cave, isn't terrible. We don't know what's going on. There's more questions than answers in this book. Sometimes the book is even smarter than I am. I know it is. And it confuses me, but yet I'm still compelled to pick up Bunny Mask and finish this story off and, see it into the future. Bunny Mask number 4. And last but not least, one for the backlog. It is Philadelphia, is it 17? Yeah, Philadelphia issue number 17. As I said before, I jumped on issue number 1. Read issue number 1. It was cool. It was a good start. Cool book. Nice art. But I haven't gotten any farther. But I've heard great things about it. And I keep picking it up and saying sooner or later I'm going to catch up. But sooner or later have not come yet. But Philadelphia number 17. I am on it. And I won't make any promises. Next book is a book that I'm going to always get when I see it. And I believe this is 147 of Fighting Marines from Charlton Comix. I always pick up Fighting Marines books when I see them out somewhere. It was in my my store's dollar bin or dollar-ish bin. I believe I got 3 books for like $5. So what is that, $1.66 bin, I guess. But I always pick these up. You guys know. Next book I have is one of my favorite guys, and I am so glad to find out and see that he is the low-key MVP of the Disney Plus What If series. And this is issue number 30 of Howard the Duck. And my last book for New Comic Book Day, but not a new comic book from my shop, is issue number 23 of Howard the Duck. And if I'm not mistaken, this is you can look at it and tell it's a Star Wars homage. In fact, Star Wars? What is Star Wars? I don't know. Pretty cool cover. And I'm always looking out for good priced Howard the Duck books. Because what can I say? It's duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Aha. See? All you have to know is how to deal with people. So we're going to keep going. And I am going to show off a few books I grabbed from Acme Comics in Greensboro, North Carolina a few weeks ago. And because he is the low-key MVP, and because I'm always keeping a lookout for his older books, I have Howard the Duck issue number 3. I believe I got it for $3. I think it says it has a spine split, so that's probably why it's a $3 book, which is okay with me. Most of the books I have when I'm collecting runs, especially older runs, they don't have to be in perfect shape. If they're in one piece and I can flip through them and read them sometime sooner or later, that's good enough for me. They don't have to be perfect. So I have Howard the Duck issue number 3. Next book up is Howard the Duck, issue number 4. And that, I assume that's not Santa Claus either. And one last for the road, Howard the Duck, issue number 25. And then my last book I have for the re-up this episode is Moon Knight, issue number 2, the Peach Momoko variant. Now, I wanted this book from my LCS when it came out, but I ordered it too late and couldn't get a hold to it. But I knew when I was on the road, I knew one of the shops I went to would have one. And if not, I had to pester another shop and another shop. But when I went to Acme Comics, it almost jumped off the rack at me. And so I grabbed the Moon Knight issue number 2, the Peach Momoko cover. And I believe if you look really closely, it actually has legacy number 201, which is not correct. The legacy number should be 202 because the last run ended with 200, and so issue number 2 of this run should be 202. But that's neither here nor there. Nice Peach Momoko cover of Moon Knight issue number 2. And that was the re-up. And let me tell you, these few days of being under the weather and not, being with the community and doing things on New Comic Book Day and having to wait, like it felt like a lifetime. It's only like 2 or 3 days. I'm only like 2 or 3 days behind, but it felt like ages. So I am glad to be back at it, back doing this. So if you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to keep up with me picking up my comics, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, also leave comments. And we are going to leave it as we always do. Love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.